Okay, we should be live there. Oh, just need to get my phone. Oh, there it is. And just double check on the old Facebook that we're live.
I feel so giggly.
Yay! Yay, we're going to have a giggly one. Yes.
See if I can share it.
Hi, Angel.
Hello.
Angel Divine here. Yes, I will share too as soon as I can remember what I'm supposed to do when I share posts. Just bear with us while we do this little technical stuff. All right, do that. And share it in Messenger. Okay. Welcome everybody. They're all starting to join now, which is lovely. So this week's wonderful guest is Nalinee. And I'll introduce you in a second, sweetheart. I'll just get my bits of paper organised. So for those that don't know, Love Speaks Love is an online conversation with a guest or more than one guest. It often seems at the moment to be about light language. That's not necessarily a prerequisite, but just happens to be that a lot of my friends do speak or work with light language. And it just feels important actually that we are bringing that out more into the open as well.
Yeah.
And once people do start to awaken, that all these things are kind of set in place. And it's also for me about creating little hubs as well, because we all have our little families, and then we join other families and realize that we are just one big happy family. So yeah, it's a place to kind of awaken and share wisdom, knowledge, experiences, light and love as we move towards unity consciousness. And it's also my dream that we become so much more of a heart-based, heart-centered world. Hence the name Love Speaks Love, and it's about us being in our heart space. So welcome, sweetheart. It's such an honor and a joy to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
I will just say that when I was first writing light language, because it had been coming through and I'd be doing it in the air and in sessions over people's bodies. But once I chose to Google it, it was actually Nalinee's White Lion. That's a bit of a tongue twister. Beautiful image with light language that came up first on my Google search. So yeah, you've been in my field and in my awareness a long time, and your artwork is just absolutely stunning and really powerful. Like you're so there's such a lot of skill and talent to your artwork, but it's not just that, it's the energy that you're bringing through with it all as well. So yeah, thank you for all that you do and all that you be, and welcome.
Oh, likewise. Thank you for what you do.
So I'm going to just, I'm just feeling to connect all of our energies together and just bring us all into our heart space. So I invite us, if we wish to, and if you're in a place to do so, to close your eyes and bring your awareness into your heart space in the center of your chest and your higher heart. Your higher heart is between your heart, your central heart, and your throat. And let's all just breathe in love. And if you wish to place one or both hands in the center of your chest and bring that loving energy into your heart. So breathing in love and breathing out love. And connecting all of our hearts together that are watching this call live, and connecting all of our hearts with those watching on the replay or on YouTube. And connecting our hearts to the heart of Gaia. To the heart of the sun, the heart of the moon, and to the heart of Source Creator. And visualizing that as our energies connect all around the globe, we're creating this beautiful web of energy. And I see that as a golden web of light and love, going all the way around the planet and going deep down into the heart of Gaia, connecting to the New Earth templates and the crystalline grid of energy. And breathing deeply, and perhaps saying to our beautiful hearts, I love you, I love you, I love you. And knowing that the resonance of that energy goes to all hearts on the planet. So opening our eyes whenever we're ready.
Thank you. So nice.
So we were both a little bit giggly at the start. It feels very light, the energy today. It's very big.
It's the excitement.
It's like champagne. It's like, ooh.
Yeah.
Little bubbles. So your artwork, have you studied art?
Formally, my formal art classes in at high school, but I did take design in university, but I didn't finish that. I had to go through the dark chapter of my life and so on and so on. But I was lucky enough when I relocated around, which was like more than 10 years ago. I've met a few artists who guided me, who welcomed me into the studio and just, okay, this is how you paint with watercolor, this is how you do it. And then I always find myself meeting teachers in a very short time. It's always been a theme of my life. And what I've learned from them, I then carry on in my own ways. And before all of this, I used to paint portraits. And I remember sitting in this room many years ago, thinking there must be more than painting what I see physically, because I was bored with that. So I started to meditate just simply to increase my creativity and tune into my imagination. But spirit guide came, people who know spirit guide, who knows about angels, start coming into my life. My husband came in, and then things just went on from there. And I feel that the biggest leap of my spiritual work happened when we decided to go to the Amazon, and then me feeling more comfortable integrating doing this now.
No, you're breaking up a little there. I'm not sure if that's me or if that's you. There we go.
It could be me. It could be me. It's raining where I am. Okay, am I back?
Yeah. Yeah, you're not moving, but your voice is back. I think it's partly the energy as well.
Please, thank you.
I love the internet. Thank you.
Am I moving yet?
Yes. Yes, you are.
Okay, cool.
So the Amazon.
Should I carry on with the story?
Yeah.
Okay, so we were looking for opportunity to expand the connection with the spiritual world, and I was looking for my identity or place of belonging, actually. And I didn't find that in Thailand. I didn't find that yet in Bangkok. So then I was an art teacher at the time and doing light language part-time. And me and my husband, we both resigned and we went into the Amazon volunteering for 6 weeks and then intense plant medicine for 2 weeks. And that was the most powerful permission slip for me to hear, this is where I'm at, this is me, shading off the old skin and stepping into the new skin. But the learning didn't stop there. It's just keep evolving, keep coming more and more and more. And now I'm working with Cacao in Bangkok and at the moment online as well. It's just been this integration with art, light language, plant medicine, ancestral wisdom, all intertwined into big bowl of soup, big bowl of medicine, actually. And it's been a ride, and I'm still learning, I'm still growing, I'm still learning of maintaining balance with my body, still learning to shift my habits in order to align with what I believe. I'm still in process with that. So this is all this process of being and becoming, being and becoming.
Beautiful.
And more layers of forgiveness coming up. And being in your presence, there's this like calming water. It's like you're taking a warm bath and you're just like, oh, okay. Energy coming back. Thank you.
Yeah, a lot of people say that. Yeah, sometimes when I was working in Australia, one of the because I used to work in a backpackers, and some people called it the oasis of calm because it was quite chaotic around me. But you come in, and I had just a mosquito net around me, like not really a barrier at all between me and the outside world. But you'd come in and it'd be like calm.
Oh, natural healer. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, so the plant medicine. So was ayahuasca, was that your first experience with plant medicine?
My first Amazonian medicine was the frog.
Yeah.
Popular names Cambo, more less known term is Sapo. So let's go with Cambo. I was in a bit of resistance because I went in and we were volunteering and people loved that, and the retreat loved us so much because we were working hard, and they said, okay, I'm going to offer Cambo for free. And I'm like, no, I'm here for ayahuasca. And they're like, no, just give it a try. I'm like, okay. And I think if you ask those who have had Cambo, they will say the same. It changed your life. It changed my life. The first setting I did not purge because we started with the low dose. I have had epilepsy before. And this is one thing that's important when you're about to embark upon any intense medicine. Make sure you communicate with the facilitator, be transparent, let them know about your background, let them know what medication you're taking. But I had a journey, and it's not often that you would have a journey with Cambo, but I did. I journeyed into the jungle, I morphed into a frog, and then this lady was chopping me into pieces. There was no fear, I was just simply observing. And then I told this to the facilitator, and then she said, people believe that being broken into different parts or being stabbed, being cut into different parts in a shamanic journey is an initiation of a shaman. And at that time, I chose to leave that there because I still was naive with everything and still absorbing everything like a sponge. And then ayahuasca. We journey on ayahuasca 10 days, 5 ceremonies in total. And it was, I remember I walked through the jungle and I told myself, this is the best thing that I have ever done to myself. Yes, there were a time that it was a lot of fear being triggered. There were times that I experienced layers of egoic personality death. And that's why my ayahuasca called the vine of death. But I also learned a lot. I went in, I wanted to learn why I was so sensitive to sadness, why I had depression for more than a decade. And what I was told, the deep inner conversation was, learn to live in the world, but not of the world. And let go of negative judgment, because everything is at their service. Even a cockroach, even a rat, or the most beautiful animal, they are at their service. So it was a really humbling experience. And we did other plant medicine as well, which assisting in cleansing, lucid dreaming. And we came back to Thailand thinking, wanting to be a nomad. You know, we were wanting to be a nomad couple, traveling, volunteering and traveling, but that didn't happen. And we decided, okay, let's stay put in Bangkok. And then I carry on with my spiritual services through online. And I was very shy of coming out into the Bangkok spiritual scene and just being in the spotlight. And I kept asking the universe, what's my role here? Because I felt that people very curious about light language, but then again, they still have a strong fear towards light language because it's something that they don't understand logically. And the energy in Bangkok is very much in the head. So I asked the universe, how can I root my service into the land where I was born, into the land when I'm eating and sleeping? And then Cacao came. So I started Cacao last year, and when I drank her ceremonial grade, I saw myself offering cacao to others alongside with purging the old stale energy from my heart. And it's just been an ongoing of cacao as a grounding medicine, and me being an extra branch of what I've learned from Amazon and what I have within me, my inner medicine, and my love for light language, and my love to connect with others as equal. No guru, no master here, we just equal. And it's just been going. And sometimes fear rise. When I've been invited to hold space in the new places, I sometimes have this attack comes up within me, this anxiety, this fear. But it's been a blessing because clarity becomes very clear. Of there's a choice between me and fear, whether I'm going to play into the victim, give power into fear, or whether I'm just going to observe, give it time to rise and to fall, and keep focusing on what keeps moving me forward and what keeping me rooted in this moment of now. So yeah, thank you.
Beautiful, thank you. Yeah, cacao's, it's really powerful. You know,
And she's legal.
Yeah, and you think, oh, it's just what they make chocolate out of. Well, it's what they make chocolate out of, but chocolate's powerful though it is. It's a long way from a cacao ceremony, and it's really the ones that I've experienced. It's very, very heart opening. It's very yeah, really, really kind of anchors you in your heart, and you just feel that love just pouring out.
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah, and she's such a powerful medicine, and something that is so important in this moment of time, especially for us, for me who lives in a capital city. where everything is just in the head, A to B, rushing, logic thinking only. And by having cacao and creating space for people just to come and have this, it helps. And it's their choice if they're gonna go deep in a deep purging and releasing, or it's their choice just to maintain in that relaxation state and then carry on with their life. She's very gentle.
Yeah. And do you use sound in that as well? Because
Yes, what I do, I use, I wouldn't call myself a sound healer. I don't know why. At this moment, online gathering, I've been jamming with many people. I've been inviting special guests, and I will leave time for them to share their sound healing, their instruments. For me, it's just simple, few Tibetan bowls, and this is from the Amazon, Shakapa, which is mean wind of the jungle. And Shakapa holds a very purifying spirit, and she's a cousin to bamboo. If you imagine the image of Mother Kuan Yin, she holds bamboo leaves, purifying. It's the same spirit. And in the ceremony, Shakapa is used as a rattle as well as a rhythmic instrument. So it's both cleansing, musical at the same time. And I got chimes, kochi chimes, and drums and flutes. So very simple instrument, and I use my voice most of the time as well. Like language, song, sound, and sometimes ikaros, if they come, I sing them too, which is what they call it, the magic song, the song that awakening the power of the plant medicine, and also it has the power of holding space. Yeah.
I just muted myself then because they're just cleaning my windows all of a sudden.
Hi.
So I wasn't sure the sound would come through. Nice. Oh, look, there's an outside world out there. How lovely. Yeah, I'm so enjoying talking to you, and it's your energy is so gentle. It's so strong, but so gentle, and there's so much love that pours out of you as well when you speak. Your ceremonies must be so beautiful.
I love what I do, and and the lesson is to maintain the balance between confidence and humbleness. Again, arrogance and humility, and that's the life lesson that I'm going through. But this is why I appreciate being on your show and other people's show, because I get to talk about what I do, and it just makes my heart it's nice that we share with one another, and I feel that the era of hoarding our knowledge, hoarding our gifts, possessing it to ourselves only, and only give out little by little is over. This is how I feel. This is how I feel. Yeah.
And the same with the holding back as well. I think a lot of us have held back on what we share. I think it's time for the it's not even out there, but stuff that may be considered more out there. It's time for all that stuff to kind of be shared as well, and also time for us to step up and be seen as well, because in us doing that, it then encourages other people to as well, and to shine our light more brightly.
Yeah, and that is that in sync with the message that's been coming through in many ceremony. Actually, it's about don't wait for state of perfection. Do it now, so that other two can feel comfortable that it's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay that we make mistakes. Keep learning, keep unlocking, listen, keep growing. And it's for us just to show that perfection is actually an illusion of the mind. This is human in flesh.
And in terms of not kind of calling yourself a sound healer, I can definitely, like when I've heard you sing, there's so much healing comes through your voice.
Thank
But it's
you.
kind of like not wanting to attach to a name sometimes as well.
Yeah.
I've never felt comfortable calling myself a healer, because
Yeah.
really the only person I'm responsible for healing is me. Um,
Yes.
but I can say that the work that I do is healing work, but I don't
Yes.
necessarily want to say I'm a sound
Yes.
healer or
Yes.
whatever.
Yes. And I respect those who choose to embody that label, you know, hats off. That's why I find the term conduit is the best term for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, transmitting and transmitter is something like, not necessarily transmitter, but I don't tend to use the word channel so much these
Mm.
days either, but I'm transmitting these frequencies. I'm allowing these frequencies to, be kind of broadcast, as it were,
Yeah.
through me. Um, yeah, it's a funny one about the labels, whether it's just me not stepping into that, or whether it's just, I feel it's more that I don't want to confine myself either through labels.
Yeah, I had a chat with my guides and Cacao many times because I know what I'm doing is the shamanic work. And then I have this voice in the back of my head, who am I to call myself a shaman? And then I have another voice in my head, am I not stepping into my power? And then I went into a dream state in my sleep. And what was shown was that it doesn't matter. What matters is what you do and how you live your life. That's it. That's it. It doesn't matter if you choose to call yourself a healer, if you choose to call yourself a shaman, live it. Live it with pure heart. Live it with honor and humbleness. And one day you might wake up and say, hey, you know, I'm a clown, I'm a musician, I'm an artist, who cares?
Now, I'm just going to get ready to show some of your artwork. So I'm just going to
Oh,
get,
yeah.
I worked out how to do this today. I have to do it straight from our conversation, our messenger conversation. That was the only way that I could get the photos up when I practiced with this yesterday. For some reason, every time I went to click on the photos and preview, it would stop the sharing. So I'm going to get those ready, and then I will share screen. And let's see what will. Oh, it looks like it's going to happen.
Yay.
Okay, share. Yay.
Yay. Okay. Um, some light language might come through, some song might come through as we go through this. This is the latest piece, and I honestly don't make enough time to paint my own piece. This is a calling, making more time, painting my own personal piece. This one took the longest. Sure, I started in about October or November, and then I finished in April. It's this journey of integrating and stepping into the integration of my parallel self and my inner medicine, and offering intertwined with the outer medicine that the medicine the teachers, the plant teachers into the world. This is what it's representing. And the title is Offering Medicine. So it means the medicine within me and a medicine that I work with from Earth. And here I offer all in one cup to you. And the small writings in the magical air that this half jaguar and half Amazonian person blowing into the cup or out into the world is this Icarus, the magical song. We were so fortunate to be working with Quechua shaman or curandero. That's a preferred term. Quechua is the lowland tribe of Quero tribe from the Andes. And his song was just like you in a rock and roll concert, but you're on ayahuasca at the same time. And the rhythm just stays in me. And when I work with Cacao, the rhythm of Icarus just came back. And I do my research as well about the rhythm, the melody, and the lyrics. And this particular one was Cacao medicina shamuririri. Cura cuerpocito callariri. So it means it calls upon the spirit of medicine, come, 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 and cure the body, heal the body, cure the body, begin, begin, begin. So it's initiating and welcoming the spirit of the plant. And there's this Icaros that I love to sing as well. I will share with you with respect of the ancestors and indigenous people. Mare tierra shamuri, mante kune kayari, Pachamama shamuri, mante kune kayari. Na 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 Cacao sita shamuri, cura cuerpocitos callariri. Cacao sita shamuri, cura spiritu callariri. That's a very nurturing melody. And it's just about calling spirit of Mother Earth, spirit of Pachamama to hold space, to protect us, and calling upon the spirit of Mama Cacao in this case to cure the body and to cure the spirit. And there's a lot of Icaros. Sometimes not all of them comes up. I always flow with what comes up according to the energy of the circle. And the beauty about Icaros is that it's not exactly what you sing, but it's the melody that carries the frequency. But yeah, I just feel honored for be able to share this. Thank you.
Thank you. That was so powerful. I could really feel the presence of Kuan Yin as well, but it felt very Sophionic as well, like that divine feminine, that universal divine feminine energy too. And the leads are so like you can just feel them kind of wafting through your energy and just flicking out those little bits of stuck energy, you know, just like whoop, they can go, and bringing in the element of air as well, the element of the wind.
That's exactly what it is, you know, because the curandero or the healers in the jungle, they would brush shakapa across the recipient body, the aura, the energy field, to carry what no longer serves and to brush it away.
Yeah, I feel that. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm going to see which photo comes up next. Sometimes it's a bit random. If I click on one, it opens another. So I'm just going to, or none at all. There we go.
That one, this one intertwined with the experience that I had, quantum hypno. I went back into a space and time in the jungle where I was a very few person at that time who still hold connection with the leopards or the jaguar, the guardians of the jungle. I remember vividly, I traveled from small villages to villages, quite like in hiding, really, because there were larger groups of people, a larger civilization using the leopard and the jaguar to manipulate and give them sense of power. Power over others, power over the land, power for hunting, power for control. And at the end of that experience, I was sacrificed. Me and others in the village, we were captured, and then it didn't end well. And I had to purge this deep root of sadness, which caused by experience of separation. And this is a parallel self that reminds me that everything is connected. The ammonite on the forehead reminds me of time traveler that we all are. As time spiral, everything occurs simultaneously. And now I learn not to judge separation negatively. Sometimes separation is needed. Sometimes we need to separate egg white and egg yolk. Sometimes we find ourselves in imbalanced relationship. We need to separate in order to maintain balance. So I'm making peace with the experience of separation. And during that time when I was painting that painting, my dog passed away. He was 20 years old. He was a dinosaur. So it is this full experience of, again, separation, the sense of separation, the sense of separation. But looking at it just gives me that strength, that deeper and higher purpose of why we are all experiencing this. And just to once again rediscover that love, rediscover that and cosmic giggle in all seriousness.
Wow.
So yeah, I'm grateful for everything I have experienced.
I've been, let me see if I can find it. I don't know if you can see that.
Is it an ammonite too?
Yeah.
I want to show you mine. This one's a Cacao.
Oh, wow.
Series energy from Madagascar. This one from Madagascar as well.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, your ones look ancient too.
Yeah, this was fun. I found this on the beach not far from here in Whitby. So yeah, presumably no one has touched it between it becoming what it is and coming to my hand.
Yo.
And it's quite like a lot of them are like in a kind of slate stone, like shale, I think it's called. But this is really hard. It's like iron almost. And my feeling on this, I often, when I'm bringing light codes of renewal, it's almost like stem cells. It's almost like it holds everything that can be. Yeah, I don't know if that makes sense, but
it's like the Akashic records.
Yeah,
the spiral.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And obviously, the Lyran energy, we talked about this before we started, how strongly connected you are to the Lyran energy and to the cat beings.
Yeah, I've often asked myself, am I not sick of painting cats yet? I should be able to paint felines with eye closed. But no, I haven't been able to do that. And I'm not sick of it yet for some reason. And yeah, there's this new Lyran energy. Well, I mean, galactic families, they all go through different themes of evolution as well. And I've learned this from, this card deck, Galactic Heritage card.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, she shared the themes in a lesson that each star race went through and how it resonates to humanity. And for the Lyran, had to do with extreme masculinity into balance of gender principles. And it has also to do with pride of the lion, from arrogance, thinking that my knowledge, my path, my experience is the only right one, into humbleness. And I feel this solstice gateway is going to inspire that for us all, to learn to observe ourselves more, learning to allow natural humbleness to guide us, learning that we are to both teachers and students. And this particular painting has a bit of serious energy in it as well. Blue felines, I always associate blue felines with a mixture of Syrian race. And she comes with transmutation of perception. This is what's been happening ongoing for many years for all of us, continuing, renewing belief system, allowing, be mindful of our judgment of how we perceive the world, and continue to shape shift it so it fits the heart. So that's the core message of this painting.
Beautiful. And those eyes as well, like I keep just getting kind of quite transfixed in those eyes.
Yeah.
Feeling that connection. And it's hard once you, it's like a beam that you kind of like, that's coming out of the eyes that you're held in, and it's quite hard to break that beam and look away.
Yeah, the eyes captures the attention. I guess if you talk to a painter or an artist, there must be a focus point in an art piece that captures attentions of the audience, and I often use the eyes when I paint portrait. Yeah,
beautiful. And the infinity symbol has been and you've got the symbol. I do this a lot as well, which is kind of like it's infinity, but there's like a whole extra dimension to the infinity as it weaves almost.
Yeah.
And that comes through a lot with me as well.
Yeah, and I feel that infinity position is to intertwine both left eye, the eye of Horus, right eye, the eye of Ra, together.
Yeah.
For that higher vision. I'm feeling a transmission coming in. So let us breathe and anchor our focus into our core, into the belly. Inhale again, allow the belly to move outwards. Exhale, contract gently. Feel the flow of air that connects the head, the heart, and our core. Siananina kuratiana soyanam We are family, and thank you for this gathering, for being the example of family, regardless of race, regardless of distance, regardless of differences. There's always similarity, and similarity can be felt through the heart. And this is a process of current shift in human consciousness, seeing similarity in differences. A dance of both. Matthias Kiana tu Asiana Runa Toya Naniana so Yanuana Tiariamo Kia Rupasi. Breathe in again and return your focus back to your vessel. And just allow the energy to flow. Feel your core and feel your roots. Feel your feet. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you. Beautiful. Yeah, that felt really. I could feel the feline energies really strongly in that, and often for me it feels like there's a lot of frequencies coming through at the same time, but there may be one more at the forefront than others, and I felt that with that as well, and the sound was really making all my cells just vibrate and just go woo.
Giggling of the cells.
Giggling cells. Okay.
That's Campbell. That's the frog doctor. Interesting story about this. The Maasai tribe, what they said is that, was it the Maasai tribe? Perhaps another village in the Amazon. They said that the curandero or shaman who used to be able to heal everyone in the village, one day he found out that everyone was just getting ill. It's this new infection, new illness taking over the people. And he didn't know what to do. So he did what all the shaman does, to drink ayahuasca and consult ayahuasca. And ayahuasca guided him and showed him this frog to be collected at night because it's a nocturnal frog. Call him through the barking. The frog bark, very throat barking at night. And they would tie the frog down and tickle the frog to activate its defensive mechanism, and then the frog would sweat its poison out. And then the poison is then collected into a stick. And this is called the jungle vaccine. How it applies is that they burn a bit of the skin, mix the medicine with the saliva of the recipient. This is the Bedouin way. The Brazilian way is mixing with water, but mixing with saliva before applying on yourself, more potent because your DNA merged with the medicine before it applies onto you. Mix with the saliva, apply on the arm traditionally, but nowadays in healing, in New Age community, they apply on serious points on the chakra, the back of the neck, the ankle, the heart. I've had the frog doctor on my heart. And you would go through this intense dance of fire, of fever, of heart pulsating, of almost dying. But what the frog does is that it has over 100 peptides, biopeptides, and it's more powerful than opium. He comes into our body and he activates the ability within our body to get rid of toxic. And this medicine will be on your body for 20 minutes maximum. And you will go through deep purging in the front end, in the back end, sometime at the same time, and you sweat. But afterwards, you feel so much lighter, and not only physical purging, you purge this anger, you purge this sense of control, you in that state of complete surrender. And traditionally, the Maasai tribe in Peruvian area, they used Cambo before hunting. They would do tobacco snuff about 20, 50 times, and then they will apply Cambo on themselves, and they would have this vision where to set traps to hunt animal, and they will know exactly what time, what kind of animal will be there at that trap, at that location. And not only that, the power of Cambo gives clarity of all senses. Your eyesight become amplified, your hearing become amplified. It activates this instinctive, receptive 360 degree within the human body. So it acts as a stimulant when they hunt. Kambo these days, it's a very powerful medicine. I let the audience know where your medicine come from. Ask. There are people who grow the frog, who raise the frog in lab in a controlled environment, and the medicine is not that potent. Best when it's come in a natural form, comes from the people collected with respect, not overdoing the frog, not abusing the frog. So yeah, that's and I promise the spirit of Kambo that I will paint him, and this is what I did. And I don't know why there's an open pipe there. I have no idea. This is how I saw him with a pipe smoking.
But he does looks like a wise old man in that
Yeah.
a wise old shaman in the shape of
Yes.
yeah, beautiful. Such a powerful image.
Mm.
And all the water as well, like just all the elements.
Yeah. Yeah, because you sweat and you feel this heat and you experience that need. But it's all well.
Now I'm going to put on that one. Wow.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you broke just a little at the end of the last thing you said there about the sweat. But you're back.
Don't worry. Okay, I'm back now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And this is one of my early pieces. I've done this I did this in early 2017 or late 2016, and it was just after I came back from South Africa. This scarab energy, according to ancient culture of Egypt, the Kemet culture, scarab is seen as a symbol of rising of the sun, new consciousness, new dawn, rebirth. And to me, winged scarabs speaks of this rebirth of higher view, higher perception. And I want to share a bit about the last name that I use online, Sarah. Sarah in Kemet means the rebirth of the sun. And this painting always reminds me of the rebirth doesn't come at ease. The scarab had to work hard, pushing the dunk in order to lay the eggs. Perseverance, that's the message, and honor all resources to then align with this rebirth of light, rebirth of awareness within us. Breathe in and tune into your DNA, tune into yourselves, use your imagination. And just allow the transmission to assist you in releasing old energy so that the spark of rebirth, of higher awareness can come in clarity. Mua nani ana koya so ua. Rahti ano soma iana om. Mua masia no kora ni anata. Tinukorato yo sono omara. Aruana siano korati ano moani nanani. Nia tuyana karataya so uanana. Mana niano soya. Ratua sia so uamati. Let go of the old story. Let go of the relevant. Masiano kore natai. Iana tamo. And feel in the heart. Heart of each of you. And heart of all. The joy that can be shown unconditionally, just like love. The excitement and the passion of you being alive. Create, and create. Ia sono curati nasa ai mutuya. Matuya mia no soratu. There. Thank you.
Thank you. Wow. Yeah, that felt really different.
It was very spontaneous.
Yeah. Yeah, and it felt like solar is the word that's coming in. Like it felt very light, and I felt like I could feel that solar energy coming in. Wow.
Thank you.
And now we haven't had time to talk about lots of things. I was going to ask you about dragons for one.
I'll come back.
Yes, I'd love to have you back. And I'm just going to stop screen share actually. There we go. Oh, there we are. And I just wonder if there is enough time for us just to do a little activation, just combining our energies. Do you feel that, or do you feel you've oh, have I lost you there? You're very still.
Yeah, it's again into there you go. Am I back? Okay, cool. So I would like to offer a bit of more closing transmission. Let us breathe into our heart once again with gratitude of this gathering, of this authenticity, of this opening and receiving, giving and sharing. Feel our heart expands and connect in this web of light. Imagine us holding hands. Feel our holding space for us, for week's generation as well. Allowing all to flow through us, for we are simply vessels, simply tools, conduit of energy.
Nest irano on mekera anto kumala era. Kulle hiamma era est ora. Ol arana kibran kost ara ut era. Kulle mana ero und or era. Kullahan ero und ora. Git stbrat ara dabara neki at una. Kullahan era iano kulle arond ututututuit ora kitan. Ana mast el era ut und obrat an eki nest ora. Kul ara hiam mi aro und ut oyatan. Kulle aist ara und udle bran kukuma el era und oya. Kulle at un ust ara ki ene mekiela ora nisht ara gut un abadat aya. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now you're breaking up slightly and your photo is very still. Well, it's become a photo instead of a video.
Am I back?
Yeah, I can hear you. You're not moving yet, but I can hear your voice. I do think it's partly
Okay.
partly the energies. I think we've got a little bit of a delay as well.
Yeah.
So thank you, Nalinee. That's been a really, really beautiful, beautiful call. Oh, she's gone. She may come back, but I would just start to say our good. Ah, there we are. You're back. That was a quick in and out. Yeah, thank you for all the.
At least I got.
I can hear you. Yeah, I think your picture's not gonna show you. Ah, there you are. Yay. Yay. That's amazing that I think we just broke the internet. I was going to ask you if you have anything coming up.
Yeah, I think I drained my laptop as well.
I can hear you okay now. Like you're not moving, but I can hear you fine.
What do you mean? Okay. Okay.
Do you have anything
coming up? Anything coming up, meaning?
Any online events or anything that you wish to share, or how people can get hold of you if they want one-on-ones?
Okay, so we are having solstice gathering on 21st of June, 8 a.m. Thailand time. It might be a bit difficult for people in the UK and Europe. You can subscribe to my website for other events if you wish to make it. I do swap the time, meaning if this event is more practical for people in the States, the next event I will then cater the time more practical to people in Europe. My website is soulconnections.nalinee.com. You can find me Nalinee Diasora on Facebook and send me a message. And yeah, online events at this moment is cacao gathering, but I'm not limiting to anyone who drinks cacao. Anyone who just wish to come and receive meditation, sit in the space, you all can join. And yeah, thank you.
Beautiful, and I look forward to seeing your next. It's always a delight when I see your artwork online. It's like, yay, so powerful. Thank you, and we will I would love to do this again sometime.
Okay.
And thank you to everybody who's been watching live and everyone who watches on the replay or on YouTube. The YouTube channel is In a Piece with Denise, where all of the Love Speaks Love shows are. And there's also a Love Speaks Love page as well, if anybody wishes to like that. And do feel free to share if you've enjoyed this, because Nalinee's work is really, really powerful. It feels the right time as well for all this stuff to be broadcast more widely. So thank you so much, Nalinee.
Thank you.
And thank you, everyone. Love, love, love. We'll see you later with Shelley Saul in about 5 hours. So I'm going to stop the live stream now. Thank you all.